So I'm catching up again on Surah Al-Baqarah because some folks on TikTok wanted me to read it again, so I read. Then I'm at verse 15 of Al-Baqarah, and I'm just gonna continue on, inshallah. We can all benefit. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So this is starting from verse 16. Ulaika allazina ishtarawud dalalata bilhuda fama rabihat tijaratuhum wama kanu muhtadin. Masaluhum kama salazis taw qada naran falamma ama atma haulahu habahallahu binurihim wa tarakahum fi zulumatil la yubsirun. Summum bukmun yun fahum la yarji'un. Au kasayyibihim minas sama'i fihi zulumatun wa radun wa barq yaj'aluna asabi'ahum fi azannihim minas sawa'iqi hazaral maut wallahu muhitum bil kafirin. Inshallah. Yakadu barku yaktafu absaruhum kullama adalahum mashaw fihi wa iza azlama alaihim qamu walau sha Allahu. I'm going to read it in silence because that's normally how I read. I don't read things out loud. So please, you all can continue from verse 20 Al-Baqarah. Inshallah, you'll also benefit. So the tafsir here, what have you done? Okay, no problem. Whatever, no, okay, bye, see you, bye, Prince, see ya. Okay, that was on TikTok. So we can see here. Who has made your earth your couch and the heavens your canopy, sent down rain from the heavens and brought forth therewith fruits for your sustenance? Then do not set up rivals unto Allah when you do not know the truth. And if you are in doubt as to what we have revealed from time to time, Alhamdulillah, to our servant, then produce a surah like thereof, and call your witness or helpers, if there are any, besides Allah, if you are truthful. But if you cannot, and surely you cannot, then fear the fire whose fuel is men and stones, which is prepared for those who reject faith. But give glad tidings to those who believe and work righteousness, that their portion is gardens beneath which rivers flow. Every time they are fed with fruits therefrom, they say, why is this what we were fed with before? For they have given things in similitude, and they have therein spouses purified, and they abide therein forever. Allah disdains not to use the similitude of things lowest as well as highest. Those who believe know that it is truth from their Lord, but those who reject faith say, what means Allah by this similitude? By it He causes many to stray, and many He leads into the right path. but he causes not to stray except those who forsake the path. One second. Those who break Allah's covenant after it is ratified, and who sunder what Allah has ordered to be joined and do mischief on earth, these cause loss only to themselves. How can you reject the faith in Allah, seeing that you were without life and He gave you life? And will He cause you to die, and will He bring you to life, and again to Him you will return? Inshallah. It is He who has created for you all things that are on earth. Moreover, His design comprehends the heavens, and for He gave order and perfection to the seven firmaments, and of all things He has perfect knowledge. One second. We were out for a walk, actually. We were out for a walk with Summer, and we just got back. So, oh my nose. So 286 verses. We're at verse 28 now. How can you... Yes, this surah has total... Surah Baqarah has, mashallah, total of 286 verses. This is the longest surah in the Quran. The next one I think has about... the second longest has about 200 odd. Verses as well. So we're going to get through this. 84, sorry. I said 86. Yeah, it is 86. Yeah, 286. Alright. Where was I? How can you reject the faith in Allah, seeing that you were without life and He gave you life? And will He cause you to die, and again He'll bring you to life? And unto Him you return. It is He who has created for you all things that are on earth. Moreover, His designs comprehends the heavens, for He gave order and perfection to the seven firmaments. I said that. Behold your, and all things He has perfect knowledge. Behold, your Lord said to the angels, I will create a resident on earth, and they say, will you place therein one who will make mischief therein and shed blood, while we celebrate your praises and glorify your holy name? He said, I know what you know not. And he thought Adam, this is where it starts. This is where my name is mentioned first in the Quran, is on verse 31st of Surah Al-Baqarah. So that's the first place my name is mentioned. I'm going to put a note there. Okay. He taught Adam the nature of all things. I think it's a scene. Then all things. Then he placed them before the angels and said, tell me the nature of these if you are right. They said, glory to you, of knowledge we have none, save what you have taught us. In truth, it is you who are perfect in knowledge and wisdom. He said, O Adam, tell them their natures. When he had told them, Allah said, did I not tell you what I know, the secrets of the heaven and earth, and I know what you reveal and what you conceal? And behold, we said to the angels, bow down to Adam. So with first time, my name is mentioned. Second time, my name is mentioned. 2 times mentioned here. And then third time is verse 34. It said to the angels, bow down to Adam, and they bowed down not. So Iblis, he refused and was haughty. He was those who reject faith. 35, we said, O Adam, dwell you and your wife in the garden, and eat of the bountiful things therein where and when you will, but approach not this tree, or you will run into harm and transgression. Yep. 36. Then did Satan make them slip from the garden and get them out of the state of felicity in which they had been? We said, get you down, all you people with enmity between yourselves, and earth will be your dwelling place and your means of livelihood for a time. Then learned Adam from this Lord words of inspiration and turned towards him, for he is oft returning most merciful. So 3 times, 4 times my name was called. Yeah. And then 5 times in Surah 37. And we said, get you down all from here, if as is sure there comes to you guidance from me. Whosoever follows my guidance, on them shall not fear, nor shall they grieve. But those who reject faith and belly our signs, they shall be companions of the fire. They shall abide therein. Quote, your children of Israel, call to the mind the special favor which I bestowed upon you, and fulfill your covenant with me as I fulfill my covenant with you, and fear none but me, and believe in what I reveal, confirming the revelation which is with you, and be not the first to reject faith therein, nor sell my signs for a small price, and fear me alone. Here Allah is reminding us not to sell our faith to anyone for any price. So very important here. Our faith should not be for sale. So this is the reminder about not to fall for capitalism and to not be tricked into capitalism. And cover not truth with falsehood, nor conceal the truth when you know what it is. And be steadfast in prayer, practice regular charity, and bow down your heads with those who bow down in worship. Do you enjoin right conduct on the people and forget to practice it yourself? Yet you study the scripture, will you not understand? Nay, seek Allah's help with patience, perseverance, and prayer. It is indeed hard, except to those who bring a lowly spirit, who bear in mind the certainty that they are to meet their Lord, that they are to return to Him. O children of Israel, call to mind the special favor which I bestowed upon you, that which I preferred you to all others for my message. So the children of Israel are preferred by Allah because Allah gave a special message and gave a favor. Then guard yourselves against a day when one soul shall not avail another, nor shall intercession be accepted for her, nor shall compensation be taken from her, nor shall anyone be helped from outside. And remember, we delivered you from the people of Pharaoh, and they set you hard tasks and punishments, slaughtered your sons and let your women folk live. Therein was a tremendous trial from your Lord. And remember, we divided the sea for you and saved you and drowned Pharaoh's people within your very sight. 51. Remember, we appointed 40 nights for Moses, and in his absence you took the calf for worship, and you did grievous wrong. Even then we did forgive you. There was a chance for you to be grateful. And remember, we gave Moses the scripture and the criterion between right and wrong. There was a chance for you to be guided right. And remember, Moses said to his people, O my people, you have indeed wronged yourself, but worship the calf. So return in repentance to your Maker and slay yourself to the wrongdoers, that they will be better for you in the sight of your Maker. Then he turned towards you in forgiveness, for he is oft returning, oft merciful. And remember, he said, O Moses, we shall never believe in you until we see Allah manifestly. But you were dazed with thunder and lightning even as you looked on. Then we raised you up after your death. You had the chance to be grateful. And we gave you the shade of clouds and sent you down manna and quail, saying, eat of what the good things we have provided for you. But they rebelled. To us they did no harm, but they harmed their own soul. And remember, we said, enter this town, eat of the plenty therein as you wish, but enter the gate with humility in posture, in words, and we shall forgive you for your faults and increase the portion of those who do good. Mohsin, welcome. but their transgressors changed the word from that which has been given them. So we sent on them, on the transgressors, a plague from heaven, that they infringed our command repeatedly. So a plague is like a virus, or like what we have, like even COVID. You can see this is like signs of saying that for those who don't accept and believe, there will be plagues that come, so hopefully if we believe, because that's why miracles do happen. There are miracles in the Quran, there are miracles in every faith, but that requires belief, right? Of course you get medicine, you go to the doctor if you need, but if you've tried everything and you're like, I just want to leave it to God, do that, because sometimes the answer is in God, right? So just a reminder there. And remember, Moses prayed for water for his people. We said, strike the rock with your staff, then gushed forth there from 12 springs. Each group knew its own place for water. So eat and drink of the sustenance provided by Allah, and do no evil for mischief on the face of earth. So Moses, very special, prayed for water, got spring water. So Allah provides for those who ask directly from Allah. Earlier I was telling someone, there was a younger child on TikTok with their older parent asking for people to gift them, even asked me. I felt very humbled that they asked me. But I told her, because she's very young, that she shouldn't be begging, and her parents shouldn't be making her go around asking people, because young people should be protected by adults. Asking for money around begging is haram, actually. It's haram. I will say that. No minor should go out, like I will not send Summer outside on the street to ask people, give me food. My job as parent caregiver is to make sure I feed her, I take care of her. If I cannot, I must surrender to somebody who can take care of her, right? So very important not to turn anyone into beggars, right? Allah gives, because Allah gives us knowledge, we can find a solution. So I told her, she was with her grandfather, so I said gently, of course, because sometimes people, they don't know what else to do. They think, they see us from the US or wherever, Europe, they think we are God. No, we are not God. We are just as human. Allah made us just like as powerful as they are also powerful. That little girl, I wanted her to know that she's very powerful. The grandfather, I wanted him to know that they are very powerful. I think they were in Pakistan or somebody. They were Babaji or something. Babaji and the daughter came to my match, and the daughter, small daughter, she can be my daughter also, very small, maybe 8-10 years old, said, please gift me, Adam, please gift me. I said, mashallah, don't ask me, ask Allah directly. We can see you are asking, because when people ask me, I'm only human, I'm not Allah, right? So when people ask me, I can only give what I have. Think about it. If I ask you, you have a pie, right? Let's say you got a pie. We all, in America, we eat pie, right? For iftar, we bring pie, like apple pie, like how you have atlapang Sri Lanka. In America, we eat pie. So Allah has given me one pie. Allah has given the Babaji one pie, okay? So out of that pie, I have to give one portion to my family, one portion to my friends, one portion to Summer, one portion for me, one portion. So there we give. So if I have, I will give. But asking me when there is directly you can ask from Allah is a sin, right? Because only Allah can give directly. I can give out of charity. That's right. But never ask like begging. I don't like anybody, Muslim or non-Muslim, don't beg. If you have to go pray, ask directly from it. Even if you don't believe in Allah, go sit next to a tree, go sit next to a park and ask directly from universe. You will receive, inshallah. But very important, young people should not beg, I know it's a difficult time now. It's very important that we take what we were given. So my friend just gave me a friendship necklace and a perfume. MashaAllah. Friendship necklace, perfume is one way we can improve our life. How? You have a friend, you can start to study together. You have a friend, you can walk to the park together. You have a friend, you can talk to your friend and find a solution. So friendship necklace are very valuable. Very valuable. And the other thing is perfume. MashaAllah, the house smells good. You see, I always have even this. I'll show you later. You know, I have fragrance in my house. So, beautiful things. So, don't beg whatever your friend has. See, if I have when I go to a rich person's house, they don't give me nothing, you know. But they should give something, at least water or something they will give. But what is the rich person give me the big gift? They gave me entry to their house. Because what is the rich person when I mean money, right? When you see a rich person's house, when you go to their house, I've been to many houses, they never gave me $100, they never gave me big gift, they never gave me money gun, no, they never gave me galaxy, but they let me in their house. That is the gift. Today I don't have many coins, these TikTok coins. I have, but I will not exchange and give TikTok coins. Why? Because my gift I want to give you all is this sofa, this background. I want you to see my house, the way I live. If it's something you think you're inspired, that is my gift for you. You see this Quran, you're inspired, go buy one. Go ask somebody for one. I don't have to give everything to you. You think from this shirt, from this pencil, I asked from people? No, I saw somebody use it in school or whatever. I got inspired. I worked. I earn money. I buy my own pencil. It's empowering. You know, the word empowerment is, it's when you earn your own and you buy a pencil. When you earn your own, you buy a watch. You earn your own, mashallah, this book, Quran, Allah gave, okay, even though I pay money, for me, I always know, because my first Quran I got for free when I was young, when but our family gives there's a package. Even Muslims, when we get married, we give our spouse Quran and the prayer mat. It's part of the gift, marriage gift. So, for my biggest gift is, please, you see the bulb, you come to my house, you say you like the bulb, I will open the bulb and give you. Okay, if it's something I can afford to purchase, I will give you. You come to my house, you say, MashaAllah, Adam, you have wonderful couch. I will say, okay, inshallah, come in 2-3 months, I will buy a new couch, you can have this couch. So the way wealthy people think is different. Then they are also very generous. We are all not taking this to go to hell and heaven. We all are going to recycle this. Wealthy person die, because some people say, oh, the wealthy dies, doesn't help someone. No, they are going to leave everything behind. When the wealthy pass away, when the poor pass away, they leave their prayers and their stuff. Wealthy pass away, they also leave stuff. You know how I know it? I used to work for a thrift store. Major wealthy people, when they pass away, their beautiful collection of antique and all kind of stuff came to my store. Donation, and then we resell it and the money goes to the hospital. So wealthy people are also very kind. Let's not forget that, because a lot of times I hear people say wealthy people are crooked. No, you don't know. Maybe wealthy people are doing charity behind your back. A lot of, especially in Islam, the wealthiest people in Islam, they cannot, even I cannot tell you all what kind of charity I did today. Because it says the hand that gives should not talk about what it gave and this and that. So, be humble. Okay, wealthy or poor, what you give it in the name of Allah. What you take take it in the name of Allah. That's why when you go to India, even when people are on the street begging, because sometimes they don't have no choice but to beg, like, give in the name of Allah, because they believe in Allah. They say, okay, today my meal will come from Allah. They trust, and that day somebody will give them a meal. So don't worry. Ya Allah, if I am here, if I'm alive, and even if I'm gone, please remember this one word: don't worry. Okay? Don't worry. If I die tomorrow, the world will spin. If you die tomorrow, the world will spin. While we are alive, we have to be productive. We have to follow a set of rules. We have to live in harmony and coexist. Alright? It's coexist. Why did I bring the Quran? Because many of you, my subscribers, are not even Muslim. But I want you all to take something good from this. Take something good. There's something good in the Quran that you can learn. See, Islam made me a human being. I wear a watch. 2025 or 2045 or 2010, year 2000, I wore a watch. Same analog watch. I never changed to digital. Because why? Because that's my set of things that worked for my life. So same thing with this Quran. This is something that worked for me. There's so many digital copies people can recite for me. Nothing like reading your own book. Go to a library. See how people sit there, read books. Nothing like reading your own book and understanding it. Because I can explain the Quran to you, but what the Quran is, Allah specially will directly send to your heart. If a toxic person reads the Quran is toxic. If a heavenly person reads the Quran is heavenly. If an angel reads the Quran is angelic. If the devil reads the Quran is a devil. So it's all about who's reading and their own energy. Right? MashaAllah. So same thing. I've read the Bible. I find it to be good. I have a copy of the Dhammapada. It's good. I have copy of Sadhguru, even this modern Guru, Sadhguru. See, when he came to Chicago, I went and bought his book. Why? He's teaching something. He told me what's one of the best things that Sadhguru taught me. What is the word? He said, wait, I'm trying to remember him now. Downloading his what did he say? Hold on. Inner engineering, right? He said, engineer your inner self to enhance your environment, enhance your outward world. Because essentially, if you're a pleasant person, the world around you will be pleasant. Essentially, if you're an unpleasant person, the world around you will be unpleasant. So, if I'm a pleasant being reading the Quran, I can see the pleasantness in this book. If I'm an unpleasant being reading the Quran, everything about it will hurt me and I will find reasons to not like it. Same thing. If you look at a flower, the scent, a pleasant person will enjoy the scent. Some people are allergic to certain flowers, and that's okay too. Then maybe that flower is not for them. So that's why I'm giving you an option. Which book do you want to pick? Up to you. Some of you like science, some of you like religion. But this is a guidance that has worked for me, and this is where my birth existence is. My grandparents, my father's father passed away in Mecca, actually, while doing the pilgrimage. So it is my calling, so I follow the calling. But for many of you, whichever path you choose may be pleasant. That's all I'm saying. Whichever path, be it Bible, Torah, be it Scientology, or you're atheist or agnostic, whichever path you choose, my dear, or even Buddhism, very beautiful, and Hinduism, whichever path you choose, be pleasant. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Because essentially we all just need to be pleasant. and life would be wonderful. If you make a living that day, you're pleasant. If you don't make a living, you're pleasant. Look at why do I live with summer? Why did I start my channel? Because the name Lucky. I started the channel YouTube during the pandemic. Why? Because the pandemic was chaotic. But I saw Lucky. She had cancer. Okay. 2 times she went into surgery. A small being, not even like, I'm like 10, 20 times her size. She was only 15 pounds. Small. 2 times went into surgery. But I can never match her pleasantness. She sees snow, rolling, playing. Because she's pleasant. She's alive. So I learned then, oh my God, Ya Allah. Allah sent Lucky in my life so I can learn to be pleasant and more close to nature. I never used to go to walk. I used to read the Quran. But Lucky is the one who took me for walks. So Lucky is a companion to me, a Sahaba. Our poor friends are Sahabas who come into our lives and enhance our experience. Right? So some people have parrots. Some people have rabbits. My good friend Mahdi Alin, who passed away, I was thinking of her even this morning. She passed away last, mashallah, she survived last Ramadan. This Ramadan she's not here. That's why also I thought I'll pick up the Quran this year and actually do it, read it into YouTube documentary, because I don't know, maybe next Ramadan if I'm gone, at least you all can see all this and be like, okay, this is what Adam stood for and practiced. So I thought of Madia and I was like, she was pleasant. She played music. She lived a full life, mashallah. She played music. She could play the saw, she could play the guitar. That's how we connected. She highly intelligent, highly intelligent. Mashallah, I can't even. So that's why we learn from one another. Allah has sent us here to learn from one another. So where were we? Number 60. I'm going to go through this. Let's see if I can get through this. We are at Moses here. And remember, you said, "O Moses, we cannot endure one kind of food always. So beseech your Lord for us to produce us what the earth grows, its pot herbs and cucumbers, its garlic, lentils, onion." He said, "Will you exchange the better for the worse? You go down to any town and you shall find what you want." They were covered with humiliation and misery, and they drew themselves the wrath of Allah. This is because they went on rejecting the signs of Allah and slaying His messengers without just cause. This is because they rebelled and went on transgressing. Those who believe in the Quran and those who follow the Jewish scriptures and the Christians and the Sabians and those who believe in Allah and the last day and work righteousness shall have their reward with their Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. So can you see the Quran? It mentions all the scriptures. It says, those who believe in the Quran, those who follow the Jewish scriptures, the Torah, and the Christians and the Sabians, and who believe in Allah and the last day. I don't know who's the Sabians. Thundercat maybe. Sabians reminds me of Thundercats. I don't know why. Because there was a rock band back then named Sabians. Shall have their reward with their Lord, and on them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. And remember, we took your covenant, and we raised above you the towering height of Mount Sinai, saying, hold firmly to what we have given you, and bring ever to remembrance what is therein. Perchance you may fear Allah. But you had turned back thereafter. It had not been for the grace and mercy of Allah to you, you had surely been among the lost. And knew well, sorry, I'm burping because you see I'm fasting. Okay, we're gonna take a pause. Because I'm naturally recording this, everything is documented, right? Kind of like, what's his name? The guy who documents every pill he takes and every workout. What's his name? The millionaire or billionaire? I can't remember. What's his name? He's a documentary on him on Netflix also. So he records everything he does the entire. So during fast, this is natural now, 10 o'clock. So far, alhamdulillah, 4 hours I have fasted, second day, right? So now my tummy, right? My tummy is slowly starting to grumble. That's why you heard the burp. Good. Because otherwise, this time I've already had my tea. Normal, regular, I already had my tea. Now my stomach is detoxing. So I burp. So you will hear Muslims letting go of things, discarding toxins, discarding things that they consume, because we consume for a whole year. So this 1 month we are dispelling, right? It's a one, you must see I cannot, inshallah, if I'm here at the last day, please pray for me that I get through with ease this month. There is a certain light on the last day of the fast, on the day that we have Eid, our face changes. I'm not lying. You have to sit through it and see the face change, the energy change, the body changes. It's transformative, spiritually, mentally, new person. That's why yesterday I shaved my head, because it was time for Ramadan. Yes. So, where were we? 60. No, 63. And remember, we took your covenant and we raised above you the towering height of Mount Sinai, saying, hold firmly to what we have given you and bring ever to remembrance what is therein. Perchance you may fear Allah. But you had turned back thereafter. Had it not been for the grace and mercy of Allah to you, you had surely been among the lost. And you knew well those amongst you who transgressed in the matter of the Sabbath. We said to them, be you apes, despised and rejected. So we made it an example to their own time, to their own posterity, and a lesson to those who fear Allah. And remember, Moses says to his people, Allah commands that you sacrifice a heifer. They said, do you wish us to make a laughing stock of us? He said, may Allah save me from being an ignorant fool. They said, beseech on our behalf of your Lord to make plain to us what a heifer it is. He says, the heifer should be neither too old nor too young, but the middling age. Now do what you are commanded. They said, beseech on our behalf your Lord to make plain to us her color. He says, a fawn-colored heifer, pure and rich in tone, the admiration of beholders. Somebody tell me what is a heifer. Heifer, please give me the word. This 70, they said, beseech on our behalf your Lord to make plain to us what she is. To us all heifers are like, we wish indeed for guidance if Allah wills. He says, a heifer not trained to till the soil or water or the fields, or water the field, sound or without blemish. They said, now you has brought the truth. Then they offered her in sacrifice, but not with goodwill. Remember, you slew a man and fell into dispute among yourselves as to the crime, but Allah was to bring forth what you did hide. So we did strike the body with a piece of the heifer, thus Allah bring the dead to life, shows you his signs. Perchance you may understand. It's a circle of life. Thenceforth your hearts were hardened, they became like a rock, even worse in hardness. For among rocks there are some from which rivers gush and forth, others are there when split asunder and send forth water, others which sink for fear of Allah, and Allah is unmindful of what you do. So that's a message about nature. We have here, when hearts become as hardened as rocks, right? They say even worse than rocks, the heart can become for some people, right? When the heart's not soft. That's why we always ask in this month, may we have a softened and bright heart so we can illuminate those who are because what hardens a person's heart? Trauma hardens people's hearts, because some revenge or avenge, something bad happened, they hold on to it. This happened this year, I cannot let go. So that's Allah's talking about. Don't be like this hard rock, because what has gone is gone. Now what we have is this. So we have to live, and we have to practice and learn from the past, not just other people's past. This is also our own past. We all have our own roadmap. We all went through our own journey. We have to go through and kind of, okay, this happened. Was it my fault? Was it fault of the others? Or was it just nature doing its thing? Was it Allah's will? At the end of the day, as a Muslim, you have to believe in the Rukun Iman, we say, which is pillars of faith. We have to believe in Qada and Qadar. That means certain things we Muslims believe. We cannot blame ourselves, and we cannot point the finger to blame others. There's a Malay saying, we say, you point the gun or finger, it's like a gun, right? Pointing the finger is like the gun. So you point it to others, we say 4 will point back, at least 3 will point back at us. This is called karma. So if I say, you did this, you broke my heart, you took my money, you ruined my country, you took over, you this, 3 will point at me. That means you and me are connected, right? That's why you always see, if one person try to shoot another person, 3 people will shoot the gun at them. That's why karma, don't shoot people. That's why I don't, even though I live in America, I'll tell you honestly, I don't have a gun. I have a knife to cut things, vegetable in the kitchen, but I don't believe in gun violence, because why, what for? I'm happy, I'm content, I'm in pleasure, I'm feeling safe my entire life. I didn't need this to protect me. You. Then what happens if you have a gun? You always think, that person is calm, that person is the devil, that person is because you start, once you have the gun, you go on, you think you're the security. You understand? Who has a gun? Security or authority. Because once you have that, you think, that person is out to harm someone. You speculate. You make up stories. You think, he did this, he did that, I will protect the world. You think you're the biggest protector. No, Allah is the protector. Who the hell are you to come and protect the world? Seriously. If Allah created me, you made your journey so far, right? And you are safe. If Allah wants, today I will be gone. Tata. If Allah wants, today I will be protected. There's a story, Prophet Muhammad. That's why we have to learn the hadith and stuff. Then the enemies came to attack him. He hid in a cave, in a well. Well, like water tank. Today you guys have water tank, water coming in the tap. There's a well. Back in the day, the water came from the spring in a well. So, yes. So, I know. What is the message? What is the message? Yeah. So water came in the well, right? Prophet Muhammad, very intelligent, he didn't go fight them. He just hid in the well. And nature came to protect him. How? Spider web. Allah sent spider web to cover the well. When the enemies came, they looked here, they looked there, they looked here, they saw the well, They didn't bother to, there's like cobwebs. Who the hell's gonna go into cobwebs and look? This is all, no need to look. So he was spared. They couldn't get all the prophets here. Very special. Even Nabi Isa, even Jesus, right? We don't believe he was crucified. We believe that he was born to Mother Mary, and Maryam is highly revered. Special person. Yes, she was a virgin. We believe in that entirely, but we don't think he was crucified. We believe Allah took him. He lived a good life, mashallah, and Allah took him to heaven. So that's the part that we differ. But I want you all to know, if Allah wants me to be gone, I can be gone. But very easy. How do we avoid that without using weapons? Energy. You ever see some deer when you go to the jungle, or you go some animals, even if they are deer, the hunter cannot find them. Because how? The deer is protected. Allah has already written. Allah has already, before I was alive, we believe Muslims, our whole story is already written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We can't see it, but it's already imprinted in our DNA by my grandmother, grandfather, grandparents, ancestors. So if no one can harm you, because always your ancestors, your extended family and people around you love you. No one's out to harm anybody. It is once you start feeling toxic energy, you start to pick up, you start to suspect, you start to think people are going to harm. Then you feed into that. That's why very important, even in the algorithm, don't watch news. Unless it's weather, there's no need for you to see news. Nowadays, you know what's going on. How many times? Just be informed, but don't take, especially in the month of Ramadan, news should not be your food. This should be your food. And then good things, puzzles. You can work on puzzles. You can do art, draw, play some music. It's okay. Do relaxation things. Go for a walk. I went for a walk and came. So many things. So because this month, it's time, if you had two choices, watch the news or read an audiobook or play a documentary on TV. Between these two options, I always went for the documentary. That's why I am who I am. Because what the news will say, one day they will say the sky is blue, next day they will say it's purple, next day they will say it's yellow. You dance according to the news, that's it, finish. But this is already beautiful. Life is it is. We are here. Today we are here. I have to finish the chapter. Okay. Okay, 71. So what was the biggest reminder I want to tell you this morning? Don't worry. Be happy. My mother's name is Happy, so I give you permission to be happy. Don't worry, be happy. My mom is here. She's also chill in her house in the month of Ramadan. Don't worry, be happy. Simple, breathe, okay? He says a heifer not trained to till the soil or water the field sound and without blemish. They said, now you have brought the truth. Then they offered her in sacrifice, but not with goodwill. Remember, you slew a man and fell into a dispute among yourselves as to the crime, but Allah was to bring forth what you did hide. Sorry. Why did I hide my yawn? That's when I yawn. And we said, yeah, you can. Why can't you laugh? Ya Allah, see, we are reading something. It should be enjoyable. Why everybody, when they read the Quran, very serious? I'm not saying make fun or anything, but should be enjoyable. A lot of times people don't touch the Quran because this is the Quran. Because why? Nobody has told them the Quran is an enjoyable thing to read. once it's enjoyment, pleasant, then you naturally pick it up. This is so nice and joyful to read. I learned something good today, right? So remember, you slew a man and fell into a dispute among yourselves as to a crime, but Allah was okay, Kari. And we did say, strike with a piece of hide, for thus Allah bring the dead to life and show you his signs. Perchance you may understand. What is Allah talking about? Dead to life. When we are this, I'll tell you, when me, nobody else, me, 10 years ago, I wasn't like this. I don't even talk to the camera. Even people outside, I look down and I go. In a way, I was dead. A little dead. Today I'm alive. I'm talking to people online. And I'm playing TikTok match. I'm walking with someone. So Allah has brought me to life by giving me the luxury of technology, internet, a couch to sit on. Right? So this is what they say. Allah brings the dead to life and show you his signs. What are the signs? When people like the screen, when people drop a nice comment, I feel, wow, Allah is seeing. My friend came this morning, Zindi and Christian, also misconfident. Lot of people. So these are signs. My friend, did you know? When you watch this video, you're a sign from Allah to me that I am on the right track. When you put a like, when you put a comment, when you say, Adam, I care about you, or you're on the right track, you are valid. That is a sign from Allah. But when I see you all, you're my companions. Those who may mean well for me, those who cast me out, I have to, sometimes I have to take a step back, because those can't be companions. Companions are people that love us. Like Summer, like our people who guide us to the path that is truest to our heart. Those are companions. And if we are going in a wrong path, our companions know how to gently tell us or ask us, is this where you want to go, Adam? And will that make you happy? That's why I love America, I'll tell you. Thank you. Happy Ramadan to you too. In America, no one ever told me, don't read the Quran. No one ever questioned me, why are you reading the Quran? Read the Torah, read the Bible, or read them. They said, oh wow, that's beautiful. We want to learn from you once you read it. Tell us about your ancestors and your lineage and how, because it's a journey. When I recite the Quran, I'm telling a journey about how our culture, our human history came forward, right? This is a document of not only faith, but history. Events that has occurred, about natural events, from earthquakes to astronomy, signs of what to look for, all are here. So in a way, this is like the database of the ancient times. This is a database. There are codes here. These are codes. That's why you when you read in Arabic, that's the original code. I'm reading the translation and I'm reading the translation, but the coded, it's coded. It's kind of like 0 and 1 with the computer. These are the codes. Those who have the knowledge and who are blessed can get substantial growth from these codes. Just like I told you, the beginning of the chapter 2, Al-Baqarah, ALM. What is that? Alif, Lam, Mim. 3 alphabets, right? Alif, Lam. It's magic. Alif, Lam, Mim is a magical, mysterious word from this book. So many things, you can find secrets in this book. Right? Okay. So, where were we? Henceforth your hearts were hardened, They became like a rock, even worse in hardness. For among rocks there are some from which rivers got. We have read that. Can you, O men of faith, entertain the hope that they will believe in you, seeing what a party of them heard the word of Allah and perverted it knowingly after they understood? Behold, when they meet the men of faith, they say, we believe. But they when meet in private, what is this? They say, shall you tell them what Allah has revealed to you, that they may engage in argument about it before your Lord? Do you not understand their aim? Do they not know that Allah knows what they conceal and what they reveal? And there among them illiterates who do not know the book, but see therein their own desires. They do nothing but conjecture. Then woe to those who write the book and with their own hands, and they say, this is from Allah, to traffic with it for a miserable price. Woe to them for what their hands do write, and for the gain they make thereby. And they say, the fire shall not touch us, but for a few numbered days. Say, have you taken promise from Allah, for He never breaks His promise? Or is it that you say of Allah what you do not know? Nay, those who seek gain in evil are gripped round by their sins. They are companions of the fire, therein they shall abide forever. But those who have faith and work righteousness, they are companions of the garden, therein they shall abide forever. And remember, we took the covenant from the children of Israel for this effect: worship none but Allah, remember this. Worship not but Allah, treat with kindness your parents. Very important. Part of being a Muslim is like, that's why I still take care of my parents, because it's Islam, very important. You have to treat your parents with kindness, and kindred and orphans and those in need. Speak fair to the people, be steadfast in prayer, practice regular charity, then you turn back. Then this is a Sasura. And remember, we took your covenant to this effect: shed no blood amongst you, nor turn out your own people from your own home. See, don't kick people out of their own homes. Very important, right? 84. And this is solemnly ratified, and this you can bear witness, right? It says, shed no blood among each other, and don't turn out your own people from your own home. Very important, right? In today's day. After this, it is you, the same people, who slay among yourselves and banish a party of you from their home, assist their enemies against them in guilt and rancor. If they come to you as captives, you ransom them, though it was not lawful for you to banish them. Then it is only part of the book that you believe in. Do you reject them? Rest. What is it the reward for those among you who behave like this, but disgrace in this life? And on the day of judgment they shall be consigned to the most grievous chastisement, for Allah is not unmindful of what you do. These are the people who buy the life of this world at the price of the hereafter. Their chastisement shall not be light, nor there be help. We gave Moses the book and followed him with a succession of apostles. We gave Jesus the son of Mary clear signs and strengthened him with the Holy Spirit. Is it that wherever there comes to you an apostle with what you yourselves do not desire, you are puffed up with pride? Some of you called impostors, and others you slay. They say, our hearts are wrappings which preserve Allah's word, we need no more. Nay, Allah's curse is on them for their blasphemy. Little is it they believe. When there comes to them a book from Allah confirming what is with them, although from the old had prayed for victory against those without faith, then there comes to them that which they should have recognized. They refuse to believe in it, but the curse of Allah is on those without faith. Miserable is the price for which they have sold their souls, in that they deny the revelation which Allah has sent down, insolent envy that Allah of His grace should send to any of His servant. He pleases, thus they have drawn on themselves wrath upon wrath. Humiliating is the punishment of those who reject faith. When it is said to them, believe in what Allah has sent down. They say, believe in what was sent down to us. Yet they reject all besides, even if it is truth, confirming what is with them. Say, why then you have slain the prophets of Allah in the times gone by? If you did indeed believe, they came to you, Moses, with clear signs, yet you worshipped the calf even after that, and you did behave wrongfully. And remember, we took your covenant and we raised above you the towering height of Mount Sinai, saying, hold firmly to what we have given you, hearken to the law. They said, we hear and we disobey, and they had to drink to their own hearts the taint of the calf because of their faithlessness. Say, while indeed at the behest of your faith, if you have any faith. Okay, 93. We're gonna get through this. 1 second. Let's see tomorrow I get a little bit. 84, no? We have another 200 pages. How long have I been on live? An hour. Ooh. Okay, where was I? 94. So up to 100, because I am fasting, right? 94 I read out loud because I'm on YouTube and this that. But please, you all are much more learned than me, and you can be much better at this. Most of you are young, and even if you're older, we can all recite by heart. All right, that is my choice. So the rest I will read this, but please let's recite by heart, because I don't want to finish all the memory of my phone, battery also on my phone. I'm trying to conserve energy. So the rest we will finish. I will finish from 94 onwards. I will read in my quiet time. But you all, I hope you all finish also in your own way, in whatever ways that works for you. Okay? Inshallah. Okay, thank you then. I'm going to take a small break, and I'll see you all. Inshallah, maybe tomorrow, maybe. Okay, we'll see. Okay. TikTok I'll be around, but YouTube, I think that's enough for today. You all know the deal. What is iftar? Very simple. I'm not having anything special, so you all can eat what Allah has provided. I'll eat what Allah has provided me. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Bye everybody. Jazakallah for watching.